आज के वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं concat फंक्शन के बारे में। This concat function simply performs concatenation operation along an axis. Now concatenation means simply joining two data frames of series. Now we will try to understand it with the help of an example. So let us open the code window and firstly create two data frames. So my first statement will be import pandas as Pd. Alright. Now I'll create the first data frame. Let us say df1. This will be equal to pd dot data frame, and in this data frame we will use a dictionary, and let us say the first column name is id, and in this column we are using simply a list. uh, Let us say it is 1 2 3 4, and the next key is uh, value 1, and the elements of this a comma b comma c comma d. Alright, so these four elements are there. Then we will create one more data frame, and to save time I'll just copy it down and I'll make some changes in this only. So make it data frame 2, id is same, but I'll use some other numbers here. Let us say 10 11 12 13 and 14. Alright, so 5 values are there, and here I'll use m n o and p. Alright, so firstly let us print these two data frames and see how these data frame looks. So data frame 1, then print data frame 2. Right, so now run it. So some error is there, so let us trace this error. What error is this? Arrays must all be same length. So this is the value error, must all be same length. So let us see why this error has occurred. So here if you see we are using 4 elements, but here also we have used 4 elements, whereas this should have 5 elements, m n o p and q. Alright, so now 5 elements are there. So let us run it again, and now you see the result. So this is the first data frame. The first column is id and these are the value a b c d, and in the data frame 2 id 10 11 12 13 14 and value 1 is MNOPQ. So now we have to join these two along the rows. So in the same order these will be joined. So here I will write data frame 3. This will be pd dot concat and within square bracket we will write df1 comma df2. Alright, so these are the two data frame that we want to join, and the result will be stored in data frame 3. So run it again. So when you run it, you see the resultant data frame. Okay, we will print it. Then you can see the resultant data frame df3. Alright, now run it and you see the output. So this is the resultant. This is the first data frame element. These are the first data frame elements, and from here these are the second data frame element. Alright, so these two data frames are joined along 0 axis. So this is how simply you can concat two data frames. Alright, here if you see these index values 0, 1, 2, 3, and then again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these values are repeating 0, 0 again. Now if you want to, if you don't want these values to be repeated, so this you can do by making a small change. Alright, so I will just copy down this code again. Instead of making changes in this only, I'll copy it down and we will rerun it with some changes. So here I'll add one more parameter, one more argument, ignore underscore index equal to true. So when you add this, you will see the effect. Now if you see the output, these values 0, 1, 2, 3, these are not repeating now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the index is not being repeated. Alright. So it's a very simple process. Now sometimes if you want to join these data frames along axis 1, alright, that means column wise, but this is called axis 1, this way. Alright, so we want to join it along axis 1. So let us try it again. I'll paste the same code again. Alright, and here I'll add one more parameter this time, axis s. This is equal to 1. By default axis, the value of this parameter is 0, so that is why it joined it along 0 axis. But now I have specifically given axis equal to 1, so this will join it along axis 1. So now if you see, this is joined along, this is data frame 1 id value 1, this is data frame 1, and then next id value 1 is data frame 2. But here if you see, since the second data frame is having one row extra, that means 5 rows are there in second data frame, and in the first data frame just 4 rows are there. So these missing values, in place of this missing value, not a number, NaN will be shown. Alright, so here the data frames are joined along axis 1. So this is another possibility. Alright, so this is a very simple process of concatenating two data frames along the axis. So you have understood how to join two data frames along 0 axis and along axis 1. If you don't specify value for axis parameter, this will be joined along 0 axis. So this is all about concat function.